So you're going through a spiritual awakening. And I did as well in 2020. And the process is beautiful. It hurts. It's everything in between. You noticed that the world was not everything that it seemed. And you began to question. You began to ask questions about the government. You began to ask questions about the nature of reality and consciousness, what it means to be a human being. And you realize that you are the awareness that is watching your thoughts. You are the awareness that lives up here, and you are not at the mercy of this human body. Rather, you are the master of this human body. You are the spirit, the awareness, the consciousness that animates this human body, and you are not at the mercy of it. Rather, you control it, and you are the master of your destiny. So right here, we can see this jumbled thoughts in our brain. Because before you begin to awaken, before you begin to become aware of yourself, self-awareness, right? Your thoughts are jumbled. Your thoughts are all over the place. My thoughts are still all over the place. It is difficult to categorize our thoughts, to direct our thoughts into one place. Now, that is where the spiritual awakening process comes in. Because as soon as you begin to awaken spiritually, you can't unawaken. That's not how this game works, because you are expanding. We're on this journey of consciousness. We're on this third density of consciousness going into the fourth. So as soon as you become aware of your place in the cosmos, your level of consciousness, it's only up from here. It hurts to go back down. Sorry, can't go back. So now we're learning to direct all this energy that we have going on up here into things that mean a lot, into things that mean a lot for the world, a lot for ourselves, into things that are conducive for our own growth and the growth of humanity, the expansion of consciousness. And that's why I have this prism out here, right? Because we take all this chaos that's going on in your mind, and through the spiritual awakening process, we're going to learn how to direct that energy into things that are awesome, creative things. Every single one of us is a creative being, a creator in form. You're a creator in form. Look at you. Look at your hands. Say, oh my God, look at all these things that I've created. I can hold a pen. I can write my name. It's magnificent when you really think about it. So here's the keys for growth. And this is how we're going to take all these jumbled thoughts and put it into something creative, into something that matters, into something conducive to our own spiritual awakening and growth. So here we got meditation. Meditation's number one, because a lot of people get into meditation before they actually spiritually awaken. They just sit down with their own thoughts and whoa, it's a monster in there. Whoa. You probably experienced it. You sat down and oh my God, it hurts to sit down for more than 5 minutes. Goodness gracious. And that is what meditation does. It allows you to tame that beast. Your mind is a bull and you have the ability to tame it. You have the ability to tame that beast. And it's not about control. It's not about controlling your mind. It's about surrendering to the flow of your mind, because our minds are creating all of these thoughts all at once. And it's not about taking all of it and bottling it up and stuffing it down. No. It's about being with what is, accepting what's going on in your mind, and creating space for all that's in your mind to reside there. Creating space for new ideas to flow in, for new feelings and emotions to flow in. Not only does meditation allow you to process all these crazy thoughts you're having right now, but it allows you to process your past. It allows you to process your past trauma. And that's super helpful in creating space for new experiences, opportunities, emotions to manifest into your mind, into your body. So meditation is a huge key in spiritual awakening. There's tons of great meditation tapes on YouTube, on Spotify. Sit down and just do it. Sit down with yourself in silence. And I don't like to categorize meditation as, oh, here I am breathing and orienting my consciousness on God, or I'm only focusing on my heart right now. No, you're not a Buddhist monk. You're a human being. You're sitting here watching this on YouTube. So come on back down to earth. Meditating is anytime you're silent. Anytime, if you can go on a walk in the woods, that's meditation. If you can sit there and before you go to bed and lay with your hands on your chest and say, well, thank you, God, for a great day, that's a meditation right there. When you pray over your food and take 30 seconds, that's a meditation. So take these different techniques and take these different times for silence into your daily life, and your spiritual awakening will prosper. Next up, we got study. Excuse me, dropping my markers. Study is important because when you start to spiritually awaken, you're gonna get super interested in all these different things. It's gonna be chaotic. You're gonna be like, I want Hermeticism, and what about Christianity? Oh my God, sacred geometry. And it's all over the place. Your mind is everywhere. So you just gotta pick some things and go into it. Everybody's awakening is different. Some people are gonna be into yoga, some people will be into qigong, some people will be into both, some people will be into all sorts of different things. So pick something that works for you. Right? For me, I got deep into Hinduism. I got deep into Eastern philosophy and Buddhism. I also got deep into conspiracy theories, learning about aliens, reading crazy books like The Law of One. And we'll talk more about that on this channel. But find stuff that you can study that allows you to turn your awareness inward. Find materials that you can study that make you think deeply about yourself, make you think deeply about reality, make you think deeply about the world, and ultimately orient your consciousness from ego-based consciousness into unity-based consciousness, love-based consciousness, heart-centered thinking. So that study can look a lot of different ways. Think Hinduism, Buddhism, Hermeticism. Think the ancient megalithic structures. Those are super interesting. Look into some conspiracy theories. Look into all these different texts, these channeled texts. There's people like Bashar. There's people like Emmanuel that Ram Dass talks about. Ram Dass, a great teacher, lecturer. Look, Alan Watts, Terence McKenna. All these people are great to study. Podcasts, books, lectures, everything. Listen to it all, study it all, and you'll find your own way. Next is practice. Practice, practice, practice. You got another marker. Practice, practice, practice. Mind, body, spirit. There's practices for each. Study is an aspect, a practice of mind, right? What else can we do to practice our mind? We can create. We can draw, we can journal. Journaling is a huge practice that I love because it allows you to come inward, allows you to ask yourself questions. And then we got body, right? Practice with your body. Go do movement. Find something you love to do. A big thing about my spiritual awakening was finding things that I love to do because it allows me to connect with myself. So what do I love to do? I love to surf. I love to ski. I love to play jujitsu now. I love to play guitar. I have all these things that I channel my creativity, my movement into, and they are practice for my mind, my body, and my spirit. Because when you are in flow, you're connected with your spirit, and that's where spirit shines through. Anything that you love to do, you're practicing spirit. We're practicing spirit anytime we're in flow. And what is flow? Flow is when we get out of ego-based consciousness and drop into creative flow, where there is no time. Time flies when we're having fun because you're in flow, and you're operating from spirit outside of space-time. Next up, we got emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence has been massive for me in spiritual awakening because emotional intelligence feeds into spiritual intelligence. And if you watch the other videos on my channel, y'all know that we talk about our vibration. And what does it mean to be a high vibe individual? Scientifically, spiritually, philosophically. What does it mean to be a high vibe individual, right? Emotional intelligence is key for understanding that and understanding that you are no greater than the emotions that you feel. So you can't be a confined person. You can't be confined by shame or guilt or fear trying to ascend to the next dimension. You can't be somebody who's afraid. Oh, I look so fat in the mirror today. Or, oh no, Donald Trump is president. I don't know how I'm gonna live any longer. You can't be operating from these low vibrational states and expect to be moving the consciousness needle any further along because you're operating from a low level of consciousness. So emotional intelligence is key because when we understand our emotions, we begin to understand ourselves. We begin to be able to alchemize our emotions and transmute our emotions, low emotions, into their elevated counterparts. And we can consciously practice affirmations. We can consciously practice positive wonderment statements that are going to affirm our state of consciousness and elevate our vibration. In turn, connecting us more with ourselves and allow us to direct our creativity, to direct all that noise that's in your brain into something conducive, into a business, into a family, into art, into things that you love to do, surfing, skiing, jujitsu, playing guitar, whatever it be. And you can create a life of abundance, of prosperity, and it's super simple. Super simple. So take these keys for growth: meditation, study, practice, emotional intelligence, and keep asking yourself questions, because that's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing here. Question everything, because this is a positive feedback loop. The more you question yourself, the more you're going to learn. The more you question reality, the more you're going to study reality, the more you're going to learn about reality, the more you're going to notice about reality. The more that you practice, the more that you're going to love practicing, and the more you're going to learn. The more you're going to want to learn, the more you're going to study, and it keeps going around and around and around. It never ends. In your whole life, you're just going to be completely spiritually awakening and unfolding. It's all about coming back to love, baby. It's all about love. That's the secret they don't tell you. They don't tell you. I started looking into reptiles. I got into all conspiracy theories about QAnon and people eating babies and celebrities and stuff like that. And you know what I didn't think? I didn't think that I'd be wearing these beads talking about love, because that's what all this is about. It's not about reptile beings and aliens and UFOs and ascending to the fifth dimension consciousness. No, it's about leading a life heart-centered, finding yourself, appreciating your own presence, walking and serving others, and being grateful for everything that you have. So follow your heart. Start to direct your conscious mind into things that matter, things that are going to help you grow, and love the people around you. Love yourself. Tell yourself, look in the mirror and say, I love you, motherfucker. I love you, motherfucker. Say that shit, because it'll pay off. It'll pay off. Trust me. So keep asking questions, keep loving, keep doing everything you're doing, because you are doing great. We'll talk later. So click subscribe, because these videos are freaking awesome. They're so much fun, right? Or are they so much fun? I just get in such a flow with this, and I believe that I make this make a lot of sense, and I know a lot of people need this information. So share this with a friend, click subscribe, and we're gonna see you on the other side, because we are building this thing out.